frustrated. Easy does it. It's not a boundary hitter batting along with him. Rizwan is a busy player. It's been aforementioned. He's the big wicket at the moment. So he has to take the responsibility. Imam Al-Haq.
Interesting, intriguing phase of play ahead of us. They're trying to get another wicket here. That'll be 2 for 40. Wicket in the first spell, wicket in the second spell as well. Away, but another single. Should be back for 2 now.
Yeah, it's been dinged in your ears that this format of the game is dying 50 overs. We all know that T20 cricket is full of spills and thrills, but how engrossing this cricket is at the moment. Both the sides challenging each other. Maybe we haven't been able to see so many boundaries hit. Very intriguing, very engrossing, and I don't think one should fiddle with this.
Yeah, I think it's very dangerous for everyone to feel though that this is the easy format of the game to get rid of. But a lot of junior cricket, most of junior cricket is played a 50 over cricket. Well, there is an indication of how sticky it is out there, how warm it is out there. The players rattle through their gloves. So you get rid of 50 over cricket, and now the juniors play it. Well then, how do they learn to play the other formats?
That's a very good point you have made. Huge shot. They're going to be careful. They've got only one left. He's convinced. So is the captain. They have referred it.
Batting director, we have a play review for 49. Original decision is not out. It's a bad thing. Front explanation, please. The ball is very close to the bat. Can we have address, please? Keep going, please. Keep it going. Yeah, repeat back and forth. Keep it going. Yeah. No bat, no. Thank you. And no bat to Shinwari on field. Shinwari, you can stay with the decision. You're on screen now. You can signal not out.
Decision. Very good decision by Bismillah Khan Shinwari, the Afghan umpire. Afghanistan will be both the reviews. 33 overs bowled, 176 for 2.
From the house of the star. Your attitude, my answer only.
From goodbye, 151 of 151 to turn the fortunes for Afghanistan in this game.
He hasn't made many mistakes in this game, Gurbaz, but this shows he's only human.
Down the track. Hesitation. Run out. Yes. Hezi. They have started to celebrate already. Mix up big wicket here for Afghanistan to celebrate.
We have a umpire review for
He has sold his partner down the river. When you're looking to steal a run, there should be any stutter.
Okay, thank you. Ready with my decision for the big three.
Wicket for Afghanistan. 2 wickets in quick succession. Mohammad Rizwan, the batsman output to Pakistan, derailing 176 for 3.
वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो। लाइव कवरेज देखने के लिए वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो। प्लीज़ वीडियो को शेयर करो।
आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला।
प्लीज़ भाई वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो। लाइव कवरेज देखने के लिए वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो।
दागों का करे सफाया।
शेयर द वीडियो प्लीज़। वीडियो को शेयर करो
ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
जीरे का जायका लिए हमारी बातों से खस्ता जीरा प्लस।
Player against spin with a strike rate of 101 at the crease. 2 wickets in quick succession. First Babar and now Rizwan. Afghanistan clawing their way back into the contest. Afghanistan needed wickets in some form. They found a wicket in form of run out. Turns the ball away. Single.
It was a lovely bit of fielding, wasn't it? Well, this is what Afghanistan have done well. They've kept their extra cover and their mid-wicket in very, very tight, always looking to save one, and eventually it pays off. It's the captain. Direct hit, long way out, massive wicket. He's a dangerous player as one. Oh, chance. Spike Imamul Haq, what's going on? Easy. Yeah, initially I thought that Rizwan was sold down the river. Eventually when I saw that replay, I mean, it was Rizwan's fault. He was looking for a quick single, then realized the single wasn't there. He called no, then he decided Imam is halfway through. Let's sacrifice my cricket. And now he has to stay at the wicket and make sure Pakistan gets over the line, Imamul Haq.
Into his 7th over, Rashid Khan might not have taken wicket, but they found wicket in form of run out. Coming down the pitch, agitation, and there was no time for recovery. Hashmat with a direct hit celebration for Afghanistan.
Come on, boys.
Ping it from the depth of the crease. Take another run.
Yeah, it's just a nudge to cover. And Rizwan looks to go and then stops. And that's the problem. And 99% of the time, it's the hesitation that leads to the run out, the indecision. If they go straight away, they make it.
Oh, beautifully bowled. The leg spinner to finish the over. 34 overs bowled, 182 for 3. Things are happening. Afghanistan is staging comeback. 2 wickets for 19 in 5 overs. Imam ul Haq, a thorn in their flesh at the moment. 78 of 95, half century, a winning half century in the first match, and is delivering the performances again for Pakistan. Iftikhar Sadaf to come. His wicket is going to be crucial from Afghanistan perspective. Lehman into the attack, replacing Faruqi.
So Pakistan are ahead of Afghanistan at a similar point. Yes, they've lost 3 wickets and Afghanistan hadn't lost a wicket. But that's not the problem. Faruqi still got 3, Mujib 3, Nabi 2, Rashid 3. This is the bowler that Hashmatullah Shahidi will want to get through.
But you have to give it to the Afghan captain. He has handled his resources quite well. He has assessed the situation very well. That okay, he's the weak link. And he might be targeted by the Pakistani bowlers. New man in, he said, okay, I'm going to go with him. That's a good call.
I want to offer you the flip side of that, though. In that, does it not cross your side as a leader to say, new man in, let me try and get him out now and try and get to the all-rounders and the bowlers. It's, again, decision-making for a skipper to make.
Turn it away. There will be another run looking to restructure a partnership here. It's going to be interesting looking ahead because Mujib and Rashid like competition, intensity in play, batting to follow. Iftikhar averaging 39. Sadaf Khan has been consistent of late. Summer.
Yeah, I'm with you. It might have been the situation where you have Rashid Khan bowling for you, get me another wicket. But at times the captains are defensive. They're thinking, okay, he's the weak link. Where am I going to fit him in? To be able to have that control of the game, not losing it. Pulled away. Falling short, only a single.
Dropping it short, taking the pace off as well. And this time it strokes this falling shot of Noor Ahmed Lakanwal.
लाइव कवरेज देखने के लिए वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो. लाइव कवरेज देखने के लिए वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो.
Aga played really well in the Test series against Sri Lanka earlier on, just a couple of weeks ago, in fact. He's a good player.
Yeah, going back to that Test match. HG, the first match, Test match at Galle, Pakistan was down and out with 5 wickets down, 80-odd runs on the board. He came out with positive thinking. He started to take on their weapon in Jayasuriya. He was using his feet. He was finding boundaries consistently, and that gave confidence to the youngster left-handed South Shakir. It rubbed off. He started to bat positively for Pakistan. Went on to score a double 100, and from there on, he has gained so much of confidence. He's been backing his ability, he's been playing positively. Single to end the over. Imam retains the strike. It's 187 for 3.
लाइव कवरेज देखने के लिए वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो प्लीज़. वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो प्लीज़.
Hashmatullah Shahidi captain for Afghanistan, winning the toss and batting first, posting excellent total 300 for 5 in the allotted 50 overs, century for Gurbaz 151, refreshing half century for Ibrahim in response. Pakistan 187 for 3. Max is interestingly and was similarly poised. Rashid from round the wicket.
You got your wish, Elton. You have Rashid Khan bowling.
Yeah, I think they'll only give him one more, to be honest. And I think they will maybe look to bring back.
लाइव कवरेज देखने के लिए वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो प्लीज़.
He won't bowl in the last 10 overs.
Pulls. And that will trickle into the boundary for 4.
So it's been a while since the last boundary, all of 32 deliveries. But this one is a drag down, and well, he's composed enough. He's been searching for a boundary. That may release a little bit of pressure, because Imam has certainly shown a little bit of nervousness in the last few overs.
अगर ये मैच आप लाइव देखना चाहते हो तो ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो प्लीज़, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो और पेज को फॉलो करो.
And that was the reason why he was able to hit the ball into the gap.
अगर आप ये लाइव कवरेज देखना चाहते हो, पूरा मैच देखना चाहते हो तो शेयर करो और पेज को फॉलो करो.
It's a good over for Pakistan. Finally managed to find a boundary.
Imam Ulaq approaching his 100, 88 of 101. Looks solid. Man responsible for putting Pakistan in a commanding position with the bat. Still a long way to go in this contest, 107 of 86. But this has been a solid innings already from Imam as he's searching for his century. Trying to play the sweep shot, not a easy option against Russia.
अगर आप ये लाइव मैच देखना चाहते हो तो वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो और फॉलो करो पेज को. अगर आप लाइव मैच देखना चाहते हो तो वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो और पेज को फॉलो करो.
Rashid Khan, he did Salman in the first innings, or the first ODI, excuse me, padding up. He was unsure which way the ball's turning. And that was an important ball for Salman. 36 gone, 195 for 3.
जिसमें है प्रो भी फॉर्मूला.
अगर आप लाइव मैच देखना चाहते हो तो वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर करो और पेज को फॉलो करो और अपनी कमेंट, अपनी राय जरूर बताओ कि क्या लग रहा है आपको कि कौन मैच जीतेगा.
एक सुर में मिट जाता है. यही है गुफ्तगू का प्लस. जीरे का जायका लिए हमारी बातों सा खस्ता जीरा प्लस.
Comparatively steady. Afghanistan 188 without loss. Pakistan 3 wickets down for 195. Chasing below the target.
And Vicky Arthur, left of picture. Sitting to the right-hand side of Babar Azam. He's the Director of Cricket of Pakistan. He's also the Director of Cricket of Derbyshire in England. And he landed here late last night and made his way to the ground. Derbyshire were in the middle of a game.
Well, with his demeanour at the moment, no tension on his face, it means he believes Pakistan is winning.
It's going hard at the ball, trying to buzz in through the offside.
Salman Ali Agha is at his best when he's looking to just play that authentic extra cover drive. He's a lovely player to watch when in full flow. He's just trying to be a little bit aggressive there, and he's lost his shape completely. If he just leans on that, there's plenty of pace to work with here from Rahman.
Gets the ball behind square. Has he found the gap? Yes, he has.
That's really released the pressure. And the Pakistani batters, they have decided Rahman is the man they're going to go after. He bowls into the pitch. And at times, he bowls those deliveries short and gives an opportunity to the batters to score runs.
Concern, Afghanistan need a wicket. the boundary. Finally got the boundary, man at the square position on the onside, on the boundary. Square wicket on the offside, on the boundary as well. Straight driven. An authentic straight drive for 4.
There you go, Hilton, you mentioned that. He's better off looking to time the ball rather than bludgeoning it. And this time around, shimmy down the track and delayed the stroke ever so slightly to be able to time the ball and hit the ball into the gap. And he's been rewarded.
He's a sweet player, this fella. He really is. You mentioned that first test, he played brilliantly in the second one as well with Abdullah Shafiq. Pakistan have gone past that total of 200, which is extremely important for the dressing room. They start to believe now with less than 100 needed.
Lack of experience, Salman Agha showed with the last delivery. He managed to hit the ball straight down the track for 4 runs. He should have waited in the crease. The bowler was bound to shorten the length. And here was the opportunity. He could wrench the ball towards square leg. Missed out.
.97 to win from 80. Nicely tucked away. He is sticking to his game plan. Plenty of runs from that region. Square wicket on the onside, behind the square. Moon appears. A serene progress for Pakistan once again after losing a couple of wickets in quick succession. Fielder there. Oh, he's dropped it. Fazal Farooqi. Has he dropped the match?
And this is not the first time. We have seen him dropping a simple catch. A big opportunity missed.
Must hold on to this. Straight to him. Down it goes. Massive moment in the match. And he realises it more than anyone else in the ground. Fazal Farooqi.
वीडियो को शेयर करो प्लीज.
Taken 2 wickets, but dropped an important catch. In the outfield, lot of time for him.
What's the fixation of reverse cupping? And when you look into reverse cup, your hands should be above your head. Not the right technique. He did the same mistake in the first ODI. Not learning.
Will be into this attack now. I got 13.
वीडियो को शेयर करो प्लीज.
Sometimes when you try and take that reverse cut, particularly when someone plays a pull, it's got top spin on, and the ball just dips on you and ends up hitting the heel of your hand rather than in those fingers.
You can be a good coach, Hilton.
He's been a good coach at Jackerman. Worked with the Afghanistan cricket team extensively. Working as a batting coach, not the fielding coach. But in South Africa, everyone is a fielding coach, I believe.
Did you have the opportunity to work with Gurbaz, Hilton?
I did. Just as I said earlier, in the infancy stage.
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए वीडियो को प्लीज शेयर करो.
Always showed a lot of promise.
Oh, this is out. This is out. Nabi has got a wicket. Here against the run of the play. Nabi has come onto board and he has.
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो.
There was no need. There was no need. He was timing the ball so well. He was finding boundaries at will. First delivery. He tried to be cheeky. Had to pay the price.
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो. लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो प्लीज.
Was the contribution from 15 deliveries to 8 for 4.
अगर आप ये मैच लाइव देखना चाहते हो तो प्लीज लाइव को शेयर करो.
आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला. बिहारी कढ़ाई और तेल का तड़का. एरियल का नया ब्लू फॉर्मूला जिद्दी दावों का करे सफाया. आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला. बिहारी कढ़ाई.
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो.
नया ब्लू फॉर्मूला जिद्दी दावों का करे सफाया.
थैंक यू फेमस बच्चा. थैंक यू तोसी भाई, सदब जहर. प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज.
Very interesting. No Iftikhar, no Sadab Khan. Sonami comes to the crease. With his strike rate of 138, are thinking about going for big booming shots.
Yeah, that's a major reason. A Pakistani team is looking for a couple of big overs to bring that required run rate down, because Mujib has got quite a few overs, couple to be bowled by Rashid. I think that is the be-all and end-all of this promotion. Do you think? Agree?
This could be caught. Yes, he's out. Caught on the boundary. Experiment didn't work for Pakistan. Another wicket for Nabi to celebrate.
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो.
I can understand the experiment, but very seldom do they work. The batters like an opportunity to get in. They like a few balls to get in before they can accelerate. But he's obviously done what's asked of him, is to take it on, and if he gets out, it's okay. The reverse cup is implemented again, but this time it's held. And Afghanistan now are making
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो.
batting lineup. It's Osama Mir who goes up without scoring. It's 208 for 5.
आज होगा टक्कर का मुकाबला. बिहारी कढ़ाई और तेल का तड़का. एरियल का नया ब्लू फॉर्मूला जिद्दी दावों का करे सफाया.
वीडियो को शेयर करो ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्लीज. नाउ द टाइगर इज कमिंग.
Two wickets in quick succession. Iftikhar comes to the crease. At the age of 32, strike rate of 97, averaging 39.43. His play against spin has been quite good of late.
Yeah, a couple of wickets through. Nabi has changed the complexion of the game. You can easily say scales are tipped. And now the pressure is going to be immense on Imam ul Haq. He has to take the responsibility from here on. He has to allow a bit of time to Iftikhar to settle down.
Excellent over already. 2 wickets. Very well fielded. And it went full over. This could be a game-changing over. 38 overs bowled, 208 for 5.
प्लीज वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करो. लाइव मैच देखने के लिए प्लीज वीडियो को शेयर करो.
जीरा प्लस.
चाचा के लिए एक शेयर.
This is a tremendous
इफ्ती चाचा के लिए एक शेयर.
Things were going swimmingly well until Agha was dismissed. Osama Mir, a surprise promotion.
Ball is gripping, spinning, and this is going to be a stern examination of Pakistan's technique to play against spin and how well they cope with the pressure. Required run rate 7.77. Afghanistan have got Pakistan where they wanted them to be.
How often do we see that after partnership, the next wicket also breaks?
एक शेयर आप सभी प्लीज एक शेयर.
Looked dangerous, was out, and then the experiment went completely wrong with the leg spinner, Adita. Now, as you said, Anish bhai, immense pressure will be on Imamullah. He has to bat the 50 overs or till the end and get the rest of the batters to play the aggressive role.
Khar is another one who's got to stand tall. He's got plenty of experience, but his game isn't really suited against spin at times. And that's been an issue for most of these middle order batters. Quality against spin bowling, quality batting against spin bowling can go for a miss.
वीडियो को शेयर करो, ज्यादा से ज्यादा पेज को फॉलो करो प्लीज. वीडियो को शेयर करो और पेज को फॉलो करो.
Either block or hit. At the moment, Pakistan needs to get singled, and when you get the off-bad delivery to put it away, who is the call? That mid-wicket ran across quickly.
वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करो और पेज को फॉलो करो.
This is where the balance should come. Just thought for a second, even Shadab Khan in form could have been an option coming at number 7 and keep Iftikhar Ahmed to the death overs.
This is super stuff from Mujib and Afghanistan. Imamul Haq has been removed from the scene and Pakistan slumped further.
You mentioned about quality spinners. I don't think Imamul Haq picked this googly. Trying to go probably towards long on, the ball gripped.
प्लीज वीडियो को ज्यादा से ज्यादा शेयर करो प्लीज.
Settled batsman, a batter for so long on 91. That was a magnificent delivery and an easy catch. A dolly, lolly, whatever you say, Alex. Beg your pardon, cow point. This is what good bowlers do. Situation demands, he gets it done. Imamul Haq, a good knock. Nevertheless, 91 of 105. Pakistan in trouble. 211 for 6.
Head and shoulders जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए. Head and shoulders कंधे से बोझ हटा दे.
प्लीज एक प्लीज आप सभी एक शेयर करो प्लीज. लाइव मैच देखने के लिए वीडियो को शेयर करो प्लीज और पेज को फॉलो करो.
I think he probably yorked himself and played with a slanted angle of the blade and went straight to the fielder at short point. What a huge success for Mujib and Afghanistan. Catches have gone down.
अब वीडियो को शेयर करो. मैच अभी भी है, शादाब है, इफ्ती है.
Mujib knows the importance. Getting Imam out.
भाई प्लीज एक शेयर करो. 2K करना है. 2K
for Afghanistan. 90 runs.
2K लाइव हमारे साथ जब जुड़ेंगे ना,
Pakistan do it.
शेयर करो. 2K लाइव आ जाएंगे हमारे साथ. एक शेयर.
To 11 for 6.
A big goal for
Rapper from the house of Indian star.
एक शेयर प्लीज. 2K करना है. 2K लाइव जुड़ेंगे हमारे साथ प्लीज. एक शेयर आप सभी.
of 66 kilos.
डोंट वरी. अभी इफ्ती है, अभी शादाब है.
A partnership at pace is needed. Two newcomers at crease with run rate jumping to 7.5. It's not an ideal situation for Pakistan, but they've got to put their mind to it. Last 9 overs, just 43 runs and 5 wickets. Afghanistan have made massive strides. Probably will be a wide. Down the leg side, missed by the keeper. Shadab will come back for 2.
Looking at how much it turns.
प्लीज एक एक शेयर
How skipper Shahid is going to use
एक एक शेयर करो आप सभी भाई और पेज को फॉलो करो प्लीज
Has got to bowl out in the last 6 overs.
Going to fall short of the fielder, advancing fielder at long on.
And today Afghanistan has the option of Shahidullah, a left-arm spinner, a decent left-arm spinner, batter who could bowl, with 2 right-handers at the crease, and after this over 5 fielders allowed outside the circle, that will be a very good option.
Running aimlessly.
प्लीज 2K के करीब है हम बिल्कुल एक एक शेयर प्लीज यस थैंक यू चलिए एक एक शेयर और एक एक शेयर और
Pakistan will be quite happy with just giving them a single every now and
पेज को
then.
फॉलो करो और शेयर करो
As long
प्लीज
as boundaries don't come, they'll be quite happy because every ball means higher run rate and higher risk factor. Required rate now exactly 8.
American situation demands players who are busy in the middle. And I say busy, players who are willing to run, make 1s into 2s. At the moment, I'm afraid to say Iftikhar looks, as you said,
प्लीज भाई अब 3K करना है 3K आप सभी का एक एक शेयर
is not going to work. He needs to be busy. Huge appeal, tight. Maybe down the leg side as well. If Nabi can turn the ball that much, I think fantastic delivery.
3K करना है एक एक शेयर प्लीज भाई एक एक शेयर
Afghanistan completely switched on. They know that victory is near. They're sensing a kill here. That ball spun sharply and would have gone on to probably miss the leg stump. Not given by the umpire. No reviews available for Afghanistan. But that ball is whipping and spinning. Oh, the straighter ball. Shadab picks
प्लीज भाई 3K करना है 3K एक एक शेयर प्लीज
20 for the loss of
शादाब है अभी इफ्ती है अभी चाचा भी है अभी शादाब भी है एक एक शेयर प्लीज 3K करने के लिए एक एक शेयर
be part of the Asia Cup. Plenty of options for the watchers. Kandy, Colombo, Multan and Lahore. The venues?
एक एक शेयर प्लीज 3K के लिए एक एक शेयर
Right, looks like Mujibur Rahman to continue. Correctly by Shahidi.
लाइव वीडियो देखने के लिए लाइव मैच देखने के लिए अभी मैच थोड़ा सा फंसा हुआ है शादाब है इफ्ती है एक एक शेयर प्लीज
I don't think none of the Pakistanis would have seen it. I saw it Shahidullah personally during the ACC Imaging Asia Cup, just happened last month. That's a signal for the third power play. 5 fielders can save the boundary now. 4 in the circle.
As long as there's a plan, these blocks are fine. But if there's not a plan, then you get into a panic-stricken situation. And Pakistan wouldn't want that.
How would you play from here, Ramsbhai? Shadab Khan being the anchor, Iftikhar to be the tonker?
No, I think it's about picking up a bit of rhythm. look for those ones. Maybe then go for that big heave, but blocking and then trying to hit a ball that is a decent delivery, you're asking for danger. You're flirting with a lot of risk.
And also, back of the mind, the both two batsmen will be thinking Mujib and Rashid got 4 overs, not to take any risk against them, and with the singles and try and target the fast bowler. That may option as well, but will that be too late in the deep into the innings?
You've got to mark a bowler that can be hit for a 6. Right now, Iftihar is still feeling his way through. It doesn't have a lot of deliveries really to get settled. It's got to get going now. 8.73 is the required rate now. This is good from Mujib, good from Afghanistan. The fielders are in the ring, and so another excellent over. 8.89 is the required rate. 6 down for 2-1.
आपस की गर्मा गर्मी अपनी जगह और शूट से वापसी पे रहबर के हॉट पॉट जो खाने को रखे
Bigger star. Option of Shahidullah is playing this game on left arm spinner. Maybe a couple of overs from him. Maybe the go forward, but Rashid Khan got 2 more overs. Wicket column, nil. Nothing.
भाई एक शेयर
That's how Iftikhar Ahmed is going. We got 1 or 2 wickets.
$10K करना है 10K.
It's an all-out spin attack, and Afghanistan have been relentless. They've collared this Pakistan's batting lineup quite brilliantly. Economy of 4.88. Rashid, 8 overs, none for 39.
चलिए भाई एक एक शेयर 10K करना है. चलिए
Shadab Khan to go through us with wicket and get
प्लीज भाई एक शेयर आप सभी भाई.
This is good captaincy by Hasbutullah Shahidi.
Shadab wants 2 and will get a response from his partner. The dive is in from Iftikhar. That's good running. Got to show a bit of desperation, and well, we saw one there.
Yeah, much better. This is what I spoke about in the previous over. Showing some intent. Running 1s into 2s. The good fielder was about 10 yards from the boundary, but still, Iftikhar Ahmed made it in the end pretty easily.
Full toss will find the fielder at long on fence. When you're under pressure, under stress,
एक शेयर 10K करना है भाई. एक शेयर
doesn't really yield the kind of result that you're hoping for. So it was a ginger straight drive. Shadab normally would put that away for a 6. 77 of 51. Which is the right way to go. Iftikhar is not picking which way the ball is spinning. To the gap for a run.
Mohammad Nabi at slip is very fine. Remember when Babar Azam playing against Rashid Khan, there was boundary right through the gap between the first slip fielder and Gurbaz. Now he looks at least 2 feet to find it towards the wicket keeper. I think this is the way it should be, because Rashid Khan, the pace he bowls, is going to go finer, not square up. 42 gone to 25 for 6. This is what I'm talking about. Take a look where Mohammad Nabi was previously, before he even realized and reacted that ball few plus. And ever since then, the first slip fielder for Mujib as well as Rashid Khan.
जीरा प्लस चाय के साथ पेश करके तो देखो, फिर देखो कैसे सालों का फासला एक सुर में मिट जाता है. यही है गुफ्तगू का प्लस. जीरे का जायका लिए हमारी बातों सा खस्ता जीरा प्लस.
Pakistan dropping pace, dropping rhythm, losing wickets, losing their way a little. 9.5 is the required rate.
भाई एक शेयर प्लीज.
This approach has been determined.
लाइव मैच देखने के लिए एक शेयर करो प्लीज, पेज को फॉलो करो.
This approach on Pakistan because Pakistan have not really been able to pick the spinners. You can have a strategy, but strategy has got to be based on skill work. And if you don't have the skill work, if you can't pick which way the ball is going to spin, then obviously you're going to lag behind, and that's where it can be so frustrating to watch Pakistan. They've got the team, they've got the attack, they've got the front line batsmen, but it's just that the middle order needs amping it up big time. This could be the chance now. When given the chance, if the heart gets
एक शेयर करो. चाचा ने हाथ खोलने स्टार्ट किए. एक शेयर.
4 through the offside.
चाचा की कॉल ड्राइव के लिए एक शेयर.
Shahidi keeping 1 over of Mujibur Rahman to the end. Bringing in fast ball, that's not had a good day at this occasion. I mean, 2 right-handers in, and the wicket is not the easiest against spinners. When you have a left-arm spinner, why not use it? That's the question I would like to ask. If the 2 fast bowlers have had a good day, not even bothered to will be asked. With Rahman going for runs, Farooqi going for runs, plenty of advices, but that young man will be wanting to bowl quick. At the moment, bowling with variation, and the length is very important. If the car is going to murder you in anything in his arc, got to be slightly shorter.
It's the good length area, gets a run at the heart. This is where Pakistan can cash in. This is where they can get the rhythm back. This is where they can put a bit of pressure on Afghanistan. The space is easy to manage.
Absolutely. I think even Shadab Khan will be happy that the fast ball is back. Good timer, good technique, and all importantly, boundary in the first ball itself, putting so much pressure on the bowler.
थैंक यू फॉर 4K के लिए. थैंक यू. एक शेयर चाचा के लिए. एक शेयर.
Like this, if you're a pacer, it's about managing discipline, managing your skill, and holding on to your nerve.
Also, not being predictable. Got to be unpredictable. Being those changes, 3 deliveries, 3 types, full, good length, and a slow delivery. This is where I think skipper Shahidi should guide the young man, exactly telling him what to do.
There should be 2. That's well played. Only a single. That's well fielded, in fact. That fielder from long on, Nabi, came hearing towards the ball.
चाचा के लिए एक शेयर. 10K करना है गाइस. कम ऑन गाइस. एक शेयर.
I think Hussein Bolt, Mohammad Nabi. It's brilliant commitment shown by both the teams. In fact, the intensity shown in both the games has been fantastic leading up to the Asia Cup.
This has to be a 6. This has got to go. Not really. That's well bowled. Once again, pace off. That's good bowling. In a situation like this, it pays if you keep it simple. Not worry
Come on guys. चाचा के लिए एक शेयर. शादाब के लिए एक शेयर. 10K करना है. Come on guys. एक शेयर.
You run up what to bowl. It's about keeping your head clean, clear, and having a simple strategy.
3 consecutive slow deliveries. Can be the 4th as well. It doesn't matter. You bowl slow ball as a fast ball if it's working.
2 straight. This is stumps at the non-strikers end at singles. So Rahman actually escapes punishment. Turned out to be a good decent over. 68 now in 42 balls. 233 for 6.
Commander that Hospital Shahid, you've got to work on as soon as possible. When to finish Mujib, when to finish Rashid. Something that they will be thinking of pretty hard.
It's a long fence, and so Pakistan need big shots.
5K के करीब है शबा. Come on guys, एक शेयर 10K करना है.
81 meter hit, 80 meter hit. It's got to be a meaty blow to get a 6. And it's not going to be simple against Mujib because he'll be quick through the air, he'll be flat, and he'll get response from the surface as well. There he goes, straight, a chop, and a single.
He's a stat which makes Afghanistan fans.
Please को follow करो और share करो, please.
After scoring 300 out of 6 times, Afghanistan have failed to defend. Cut 2 against Sri Lanka up in Pallekele. Last year, January, I was covering that game. 314 was chased down by Sri Lanka. And that game, plenty of dew. And spinners found it really hard.
5K 10K करना है guys, 10K.
No dew and the wicket is still gripping. Good chance at the moment.
So in T20 terms, if you were to get 66 in 40 balls with 6 wickets down, you would back the batting side. And I think Pakistan will have to treat this as a T20 affair and keep faith. Only that the dimensions are huge here, so you can always run fast, look for 2s and 3s. But you've got to take this as a T20 duel.
Mention about the boundaries. I think Ramesh Bhai is also being a bit cheeky. It's going to be important. Play a reverse sweep here and there, probably a paddle sweep. Find that gap. Yes, as you said, clearing the boundary won't be easy. It's a massive field, the biggest field in Sri Lanka. It's not going to be easy. Be a bit cheeky. Be a bit smarter. No chance here. Direct hit will be. Oh, Iftikhar Ahmed. It's gone all ends up.
Confusion. Yes, no, wait. By that time, Iftikhar was probably out of his crease when the throw was attempted at the non-striker's end. No, he's not been allowed any weight. This turns out to be another excellent over for Afghanistan. 6 down for 237.
Ding dong baba khilagi, ding dong baba.
थैंक यू भाई 6K के लिए 10K करना है एक शेयर सभी भाई एक शेयर.
Approach and Pakistan have really let this slip from the chase. Always pressure in the end can sometimes tell like this with the pressure the scoreboard runs, with wickets going. That was the one thing Afghanistan wanted in the middle. When Imam ul Haq and Babar Azam were together, it looked like Pakistan were coasting with the wicket of Babar, the run out of Rizwan. Things started to change and Afghanistan looked sharper again in the field. They picked up the wickets, they've squeezed it, and now it's 64 needed off 36 balls. And that is going to take some doing. It's now the quicker bowlers. Faruqi has 3 left, 2 for 43 so far. Takes the pace off the ball.
Yeah, the reason why Pakistan find themselves in this dire situation is because there has been a litany of mistakes. As you mentioned, Pakistan was cruising with that partnership, but after that, run out, and then that reverse sweep has hampered or stymied the progression of this innings.
Well, I think it still is in Pakistan's hand because Iftikhar Ahmed and Shadab Khan are out in the middle and they can help the cause. Shots like this will certainly make it easier. That's a boundary, welcome boundary for Shadab Khan. So that is the problem. The pace can leak runs.
Well, short and wide is what's known as an invitation, gilt-edged invitation. exactly what Shadab would have actually, if he had a breakfast menu to stick outside his room, that would be on it.
Comfort food?
Well, they need more of it. They've got to have a big appetite here to win this game still.
Outside your room service, huh? So that's the added bonus with that. That's good. That's change of pace. Takes the pace off the ball, making the batsman do the work.
Yeah, that boundary. And for me, Shadab Khan created his own line and length to be able to free his arms by backing away from the leg stump. He's an able batsman. He can surprise you.
Yeah, I think it's surely about Afghanistan and the
थैंक यू
bowling
भाई
now.
7K के लिए 10K करना है एक
So not
एक
trying
शेयर
to be too clever.
लाइव
Yes,
मैच
you
देखने
need
के लिए
those
एक शेयर
changes
प्लीज
in pace. Those are all the things that happen at this stage of a game. But straight and full, up to a point, just cuts down those options. That, for instance, right, you take the pace off the ball, and what happens? The shot has to be slowed down. So unless you read it immediately out of the hand, you end up slowing down your shot. You're only going to get one for that. You can't swing through the ball in the same way and find the boundaries. So those sort of deliveries are clever, but it's such a guessing game, isn't it? At the end of the innings, like, it's always a guessing game. Cat and mouse, who can outguess the other.
And that's how he got the very important scalp of Babar Azam. He gave him pace off, he went for the shot, and that's where from the downfall started. But it still is in Pakistan's hand as far as the chase is concerned.
Pace off again. So again, the bat speed is slow. You've got the man out there on that square leg boundary. Singles are fine. Well, if you're Afghanistan. So I'm talking from the point of view of Afghanistan, their bowlers, their captain, their field placings. What you don't want is to give either Shadab or Iftikhar. Iftikhar is a big hitter, given the opportunity. So you've got to try and cut down those opportunities.
Yeah, the idea for the bowler is not to get predictable. Just have the batsman guessing. Force them playing the ball very late.
Oh my word. The run-out's favourites, 2:45 for 6. Slowing this chase down. Iftikhar there hits it firmly straight at extra cover. There's no run on. If Shadab is running just on the off chance,
एक शेयर भाई प्लीज एक शेयर करो सभी भाई लाइव मैच देखने के लिए एक शेयर प्लीज
56 needed, 30 balls
8K के लिए थैंक यू
Two men who, yes, they have the
Follow करो
ability
पेज
to
को
make runs at this sort of pace, but how often do they have to do it under these circumstances? Yes, they can play T20, domestic PSL, and make runs
एक
for
शेयर
fun.
करो सभी भाई
Yes, they
प्लीज
can play international T20 and make runs for fun. Suddenly with a 50-over game, now you've got Rashid Khan as well, you've got a 50-over game. Yes, you've got to try and pretend, shall we say, this is the closing overs of a T20. Use exactly the same tactics. Batting and bowling sides will be thinking exactly the same thing. But this man is key. He's got just the 1 over left. And if Afghanistan, if Hashmatullah can see this as maybe a wicket-taking opportunity, just think what that would do.
Yeah, but when you are chasing, the margin of error is less. You have to be absolutely clear with the thinking. Be able to chase down a total of more than 300 runs. That's nicely played. That's Ropilan and a couple of runs here.
Well, they know that the required run rate is under 12, so they cannot take the chance of watching through the Rashid Khan's over, so they'll have to take their chances. And the last time Pakistan needed 56 in the last 5 overs, it was made to win a cause in 2010 versus South Africa. So can they bring Pakistan home from here?
Well, what we're saying there, you can bring up those sort of statistics. You can say, yes, they've done it before. You can equally say, yes, they don't do it all the time. And most of the time, these things don't happen.
Now, whose word are you questioning, mine or the statisticians?
Neither. What you said and what the statistician, bless him, has come up with is fact. What you repeated is fact. What was unsaid is that how often do you not get those runs in that time?
Absolutely spot on.
But I think if the Pakistanis play this over intelligently, they will create a chance to win this one, because couple over from Rahman on left, who's been expensive, who's been all over the shop, and then a couple of overs from the left arm fast bowler.
Just look at that for a moment. Gulbaz made 150. He's been keeping all the way through this innings, and he's sprinting to cut that off. That is full commitment.
And I think it's about time that we have to give credit to both Rizwan and Rahmanullah Gulbaz behind the wickets. These two wicket keepers have been phenomenal. They've really done a great job, and that speaks for itself.
Go for the big one. He hasn't got hold of it. Drops short, gets away with it. And there's the difference. You get hold of it enough, you reach the field. If you get hold of it properly, you might clear him. Just remind you, this is a big field. This is not your 70-yard boundary, this is 80.
The required run rate is touched 12 now.
Smack straight down the ground, and that will be 4. But this is desperately needed by Pakistan. The odd 4, the odd 6 keeps them just about in touch, but even then,
from the house of Eagle Star.
It's the ball straight down the ground. This is intelligent from Shadab Khan.
yeah, intelligent but much needed. So Rashid finishes his 10 overs, none for 53. Had a chance he put down off his own bowling. That was off Imam some hours ago now. Let's check those figures. None for 53 from his 10. Nabi's finished his 10, 2 for 46. Who's left? Well, it's Faruqi, who we saw in the previous over, and Rahman, who's bowled his 8 overs, none for 54. So yeah, the tension mounts. 46 needed from 24. All bar 12 runs per over required. Sort of sweep shot. Nicely picked up down there. It was a good chase and tumble to make sure it didn't somehow find a way to the boundary.
Well, that's been good fielding out there. Certainly saved 2 runs for his team. Talking about Abdur Rahman, he's leaked runs, but he is one that Afghanistan is counting on to be able to work it through the death overs. He's got good block holes, but the problem, as Amir Sahil earlier was saying, you cannot become predictable. So it seems like the Pacers have frequently been bowling these back of the hand slower balls.
You know, the problem for him is this margin for error thing. If you're aiming at leg stump, trying to aim to your predominantly leg side field, just to point out, there's the deep square leg behind square, there's a deep mid wicket, there's a long on, a man fine at short long leg. So he's trying to aim kind of straight in the first place. If you get it slightly wrong, then the wide, of course, means the extra ball, means the extra run, means the pressure on the bowler just starts to mount, because you don't want to make mistakes at this stage. You don't want to give anything away at this stage. Right, a look of stern concentration on his face. Just look at the target. Sounds good, but it has gone high. And that is well taken. Mohammed Nabi had to make a lot of ground to come in from long on. That went high but had no distance. Was hanging in the air, tantalising maybe, needed judging. He judged it well, kept his head, and the hands were exactly where they needed to be.
Whatever was told by the wicketkeeper Gurbaz has really worked. The advice he took was able to land the ball in the right area, grab the batsman. Oh, what a well-judged catch from Mohammad Abi to get rid of danger man Iftikhar.
Well, came 20 yards running all the way towards the prize and takes the catch. He knows that this is a very crucial wicket. Abdur Rahman, trusted for the job, takes the first wicket in this ODI series. Iftikhar Ahmed departs after 17. Pakistan are 258 for 7.
गाइस एक शेयर लाइव मैच देखने के लिए एक शेयर
हेयर फॉल को इग्नोर ना करो, सॉल्व करो विद पैंटीन।
गाइस लाइव मैच देखने के लिए एक शेयर
Seven down, our new man is Shahanshah Afridi. Now he does like to hit the ball. He has what they call long levers, and when they work, the ball goes a long way. But it's 43 needed from 22. Again, just under 12 runs and over. And Rahman has just got his wickets. He's just got his man. He's just put the pressure further on to Pakistan. And Rahman is going to go around the wicket, so change the angle to the left hand. Now let's check out the field. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on. So again, it's a leg side field. 3 men serving, 1 on the offside, 1 on the cover boundary, 1 at long off. So in at the toes. And again, these changes of pace probably take pace off. Straight pace off, hard to hit. A dot ball.
I'm sure he's listening to you, but that was a prized wicket. Iftikhar Ahmed is a very dangerous batsman, specially made for these occasions. This time not able to convert into a big innings that was expected of him. Hits it high in the sky. Muhammad Nabi, safe hands.
Now there was a big wind-up, and Iftikhar was looking for something back of the length. He bolted fuller, hence the batsman faltering.
Yeah, if you look at it close to, just slightly sliced. So instead of the full blade going through the ball and hitting it, well, as far as Iftikhar can hit it on a good day, it just got the heights but not the distance. But again, credit to Nabi. Made it look easy, and they're never easy, those chances. Under pressure, under the lights, high in the sky. But he sauntered in, took it casually, took it well.
The required run rate now jumps above 12. It's under 13, so the higher it goes, the more pressure it exerts on the batters. It's going to be tough, but it's still possible.
Going to push for 2 if they can. It's just dropped into the onside. There's a big boundary out there, so those 2s are hard to defend. Nothing much you can do. I'm just a bit worried about you. You're preempting the possibility here of Pakistan racing to victory with a few big shots, as if you have no faith in your men.
Well, I actually do, but ask me this. How so many times the game has come down to the wire, and every time Pakistan has won it? And that's the reason why Afghanistan still does not have a win against Pakistan in the ODI, and this is the 6th match of these two teams playing together. And not to say that they have played T20 before the T20 series, and Afghanistan was never able to cross the line. So it's the nerves that Afghanistan will have to hold. But whoever play good cricket, at the end of the day will play. And look at this. The pressure, it's wide, it's extra runs, not needed at this stage. This is the last thing that you will do.
I feel you. I definitely feel you. But for the Pakistani perspective, it's very important that these two batsmen, if they're not finding the boundary, just work the ball into the gaps.
Thank you guys, 10K के लिए.
6 doubles will get them where they want to be at end of the over. That was way wide. It was even difficult for the Superman Gurbaz behind the stump.
Well, I'm sensing the
जीरा प्लस चाय के साथ पेश करके तो देखो
20 के
कैसे सालों का फासला एक सुर में मिट जाता है। यही है गुफ्तगू का प्लस, जीरे का जायका लिए।
Slow bouncer. The overhead smash gently. Again, good running because that's a big field. There's plenty of space out there. So yes, they can save the boundaries, but not the twos. Interesting stuff there. The pressure is still on. 268 for 7 and 3 to go.
Please.
जीरा प्लस चाय के साथ पेश करके तो देखो, फिर देखो कैसे सालों का फासला एक सुर में मिट जाता है। यही है गुफ्तगू का प्लस, जीरे का जायका लिए। हमारी बातों सा खस्ता जीरा प्लस।
Nice to have the game come down to the wire, come down to last over, and then absolutely whoever played better cricket on that given day deserved to win. So, I mean, do not bring it on me. I really want better cricket, and I just want the better side to win the game. Are you just helping me?
Tears needed yet. No, come on. Save the tears. This is potentially a very, very good finish.
I'm going to remember that. Save the tears. Thank you very much.
See, your voice has calmed down the moment you took that seat.
I'm happy I am with the doctors here, doing multiple tasks, commentating and take care of me.
No, we can mop your furrowed brow. We can't offer you any more help than that. Again, the 2. So this is the conundrum for Afghanistan here and for Hashpatullah, because we're seeing quite a lot of 2s these last couple of overs, and there's going to be a discussion. When can you afford to bring men in and risk someone going over the top of their heads? Can you squeeze these 2s into 1s? Because obviously 2 a ball wins you the game. Can be as simple as simple mathematics. 2 a ball wins you the game. But if you can squeeze that, couple of dot balls, squeeze the boundaries, then we don't have to mop Fidai's brow yet again.
And if you're able to do it thrice in an over, pick up 2 runs, you'll force the bowler to make a mistake.
For bowled. Now that's good running, isn't it? Because again, with the pressure on in the field, you got your man saving one who's not saving one. He's just inside, he's not on the edge of the circle here quite.
मैच को आखिर तक देखने के लिए वीडियो को शेयर करो प्लीज।
That was fine. I mean, Tyne Shah was not ready for it, but he was never under pressure, and he's got those long legs. He can take about 3 strides.
All is well that ends well. And for the fielder, you have a backup. He still doesn't want to aim at the wicket. So you don't need to hold the ball in your hand. Throw it. You might just want to take the chance. What if it hits the wicket? What if it gives you the wicket?
Yes, Siddharth was always in. I tell you, Siddharth was always in there. And again, they're looking to dab these singles. They've got that 2, they've got the 1s, they've got 4 off the first 3. And this is what's known as, I think, a bit of experience coming into play here, because the worst thing, of course, that Pakistan can do now is swing wildly, give away another wicket or 2, game done. But if they keep just edging their way through, keeping in touch, even though it is still, 11.6 technically required from each over. Okay, couple of good balls, that gets harder.
एक शेयर वीडियो को आखिर तक देखने के लिए, मैच को आखिर तक देखने के लिए एक शेयर प्लीज गाइस।
Tyne Shah, seen him do it all over the world. Suddenly a couple of long levers over the boundary, game changes. There go those levers, but he hasn't got hold of it. The catch is taken. It's Rashid Khan who keeps a cool head at wide mid-wicket, and that is exactly what Afghanistan wanted, exactly what Pakistan did not.
Yeah, to be able to find a boundary as a batsman, you've got to be very lucky. Pace off, longer boundaries, not many has been able to clear the boundary line. And that's where Shaheen Shah Afridi faltered, not the fielder, not the bowler.
Absolutely, that's good catch under pressure. I was coming at the point that Fazal Farooqi has been trusted with the last over. Previously, when he got himself into such a situation against Pakistan, and against this guy coming into the frame, Naseem Shah, In the last over, he conceded 2 sixes. So I was looking at the tactics. Shaheen Afridi goes out after making 4. Pakistan are 272 for 8.
वीडियो को आखिर तक देखने के लिए एक शेयर गाइस।
जो जड़ तक जाए ताकि डैंड्रफ वापस ना आए। हेड एंड शोल्डर्स कंधे से बोझ हटा दे।
नसीम शाह के छक्कों के लिए एक शेयर, जो पिछली बार अफगानिस्तान के खिलाफ इन्होंने मारे थे। एक शेयर।
Well, the plot thickens. 8 down now, Pakistan. We talked about Shaheen Afridi's long levers. They didn't work today. The levers weren't long enough. The bowling was clever enough. Again, the pace-off was enough just to bring the miscue. And the catch nicely taken by Rashid Khan. We've seen a couple go down today, but we've seen some good ones taken as well. Naseem Shah now has to face. There's the man there. Rashid out on that cover bounce, so just the one. So if anyone's going to do it for Pakistan, it might have to be Shadab Khan. There's that big stride forward. Huge swing of the bat, but it doesn't come out of the middle. It doesn't get anywhere near the boundary. All it does is find Rashid Khan's very, very safe hands. So Shadab, 31 from 28 so far, needs to add something to that, needs to add a lot to that. Still 28 needed from 13 balls.
They say it ain't over till it's over, so we'll have to see.
Miscued slightly but safe. He keeps the strike. 274 for 8, 2 overs left.
Thank you guys, 20k. Thank you 21k. एक शेयर गाइस, आखिर तक मैच देखने के लिए एक शेयर।
Faruqi will bowl that final over of the innings. Wait to see how many might be needed from that. Abdul Rahman has the next over.
आखिर तक मैच देखने के लिए एक शेयर गाइस।
You know, there's always a problem, isn't there? Sometimes captains like to save their best bowler for the final over. Sometimes they like to save them for the penultimate over, because if the penultimate over goes badly, then the final over becomes more of a formality. So
आखिर तक मैच देखने के लिए एक शेयर और पेज को फॉलो करें, प्लीज पेज को फॉलो करें।
Wickets in this over. I think of that.
Well, I'll take that as a good omen. Thank you, Shadab, for saving wide. It could have well been an extra.
Well, it could have been an extra. It could have been runs. It could have been a run out. Could have been anything, that ball.
Okay, I was talking about the merit of the ball. I mean, just let it go, let it alone. See, that's pressure. But talking about the penultimate over matter that you raised, look at this. Shadab goes for it, believes that he could clear the fielder, doesn't want the run, sends Shaheen back, so no damage done as for Afghanistan is concerned.
मैच को आखिर तक देखने के लिए प्लीज गाइस एक शेयर और पेज को फॉलो करें प्लीज।
Naseem Shah back. So the penultimate over matter that you raised is really an important thing for Afghanistan to see. Like previously they have trusted that Faisal Faruqi to do it, quick run taken. So it'll be interesting for Faisal Faruqi to do that once he has not been able to compile the victory from there.
Yeah, he's looking for something outside the off stump. Shadab Khan, that's why he's backing away from that leg stump. Not much of protection on the offside behind the stumps for the bowler.
Desperate dive in, wasn't it, for the second run? He wants to keep the strike at all costs. So hasn't got hold
guys,
of it. That always gives you an opportunity. If you don't get hold of it, it doesn't reach the fielder quite so quickly. The throw is only it's about 3 or 4 metres off target. Had it been dead on target, I wonder how close that might have been. But he's diving anyway.
पेज को फॉलो करो गाइस, मैच आखिर तक देखने के लिए पेज को फॉलो करो प्लीज।
34 from 31 he's made so far. He is the last recognised batsman at the crease. 2 wickets in hand, that's all for Pakistan. So a wicket, of course, could do so much damage at this stage. Well bowled. Raw bowls.
अगर मैच आखिर तक देखना है तो पेज को फॉलो करो, प्लीज पेज को फॉलो करो.
Really good running, putting the pressure on the fielders. Running the first one hard and making sure they convert one into two.
अगर मैच आखिर तक देखना है तो पेज को फॉलो करो प्लीज.
Is all about confidence. Batter or bowler, if you believe in yourself, have that confidence. Smack straight. Straight down the ground, but not middled. Two again. Four would have been lovely from Pakistan's point of view.
Yeah, he's leaked runs, Rahman. He's been all over the shop. When it really mattered, he has held his nerves. This has been a very good over. Very good over.
Yeah, but where the pressure tells is these last couple of balls. That's out the back of the hand. Nicely bowled, nicely disguised, so the ball is not hit.
अगर मैच को आखिर तक देखना है तो पेज को फॉलो करो प्लीज. जो पेज को फॉलो करेगा आखिर तक खाली वही मैच देख सकता है.
Absolutely, for the benefit of Afghanistan, he has to finish well, and there's still 2 more balls to bowl. Anything around 17, 16 would certainly be chaseable. You would fancy your chances that you can take it.
Just deny a boundary here. It's very important. Very important ball coming.
Well, where are the opportunities? Met it long off, long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg. He pulls out at the last moment. I wonder why. Was it rhythm? Was it something, some sort of distraction somewhere? But he pulls out. Who's
thank you.
Is it Sharaf Khan on 38 or is it Abdul Rahman on 1 for 73 with 2 balls to left to go?
What was he thinking, Shadab? He didn't move with that particular delivery.
Full toss. And it's in the gap. It's going to be through for 4. So that full toss bisects those 2 men at backward square leg at a deep mid wicket.
एक शेयर गाइस और पेज को फॉलो करो. अगर आखिर तक मैच देखना है तो 6 बॉलें अभी बाकी है, 17 रन चाहिए. एक शेयर और पेज को फॉलो करो अगर आखिर तक मैच देखना है तो.
Leg stump, and this time around he slightly moved towards the middle and the length was created to be able to hit the ball into the vacant area, and what a timely boundary. Pressure reverted.
You can see from the frustration on the face of Rahmanullah Gurbaz. This boundary does a lot good to Pakistan, and then you're chasing something 15, 14 in the next over, you will see your chance.
Oh, another full toss. Oh, that's terrible news for Afghanistan. It's gone for 6. The full toss has gone for 6. What will be interesting to see is if there's a follow-up call of no ball, which was very possibly on, because that looked to be above waist height as well. But that is... Just check it here. Now, I'm sorry, but that should be called no ball as well. It's clearly above waist height. Shadab knows that. Shadab definitely knows that, but he's kept his eye on the ball. He's smacked it hard, high and clean over the boundary. And there we were thinking that maybe the odd 4 might make a difference. Well, a 4 and a 6 makes...
पेज को फॉलो करो, पेज को फॉलो करो. अगर आखिरी ओवर देखना चाहते हो तो पेज को फॉलो करो प्लीज.
Yeah, he did got it no ball. She could have asked for it. It is quite an irony, because you see it certainly looks to be in the borderline. But look at that for a 6, 85 meters. Now we happen to be in the situation that we were some time back.
पेज को फॉलो करो अगर आखिरी ओवर देखना है तो.
Well, Shadab is entirely entitled to ask that question. He knows the value of, first of all, hitting the ball for 6, but secondly, having another ball and more pressure on the bowler and another chance to hit 4, 6 or whatever. And it was that back of the hand delivery again that Rahman tried. He landed it early in the over. He failed to land it there. So 6 balls left, 11 runs needed. Oh, Faruqi. Oh, Faruqi. Well, this will get tongues wagging all over the world. Do you want to do it this way? That is the question everyone will ask. Certainly not the first time, certainly won't be the last. Shadab would have been ever so keen to get on strike. Now, it's a question of where. The laws have changed. It's a question of how far into the action Faruqi had gone. Had he gone over the perpendicular, then this could be overturned. If Shadab is proven to be on his way too early, then whether you like it or not, the laws of the game say that is out. But they've got to check now to just check the exact point that Faruqi had got to in his action. Now at that stage he hasn't got anywhere near completing it. But Shadab is not watching the bowler. But it's clear to me that Faruqi had this in mind all the way. Yes, it might be game awareness that Shadab needs the strike, he's going to be looking for the single. And at no stage does Faruqi try to complete the action.
You spoke about tongue wagging. That's within the laws, and he is out. One has to accept that.
Well, it is, but a lot of people will talk about how fair it was, because the way we have seen for the last two matches, it's been really a display of fair game, everyone coming around one another. But then again, as you say, this is rule, and it's got better of him.
Everything is fair. You know what?
One may complete that.
Do you know what? Before that delivery, everyone, almost everyone of the Afghan team had met in the area at the end of the bowler's run. And I'm pretty sure, and it's pretty obvious given what we've just seen, that part of the discussion was this, that Shadab needed the strike. If Pakistan are going to win this game, Shadab Khan, who turns his eyes away just too early, yes, he was always going to want the one to get the strike. If the ball had gone through to the keeper, he'd have run for the one to get the strike. If the ball had gone anywhere, he'd have gone to get the strike. So they knew that. Now that's been hit well. That's been hit very, very firmly. So Pakistan, with just this one wicket left, with Naseem and Rauf, it's Naseem on strike. He has hit that beautifully. They're still in the game.
Yeah, it's reminiscent of that T20 game. T20 World Cup game between Pakistan and Afghanistan. Afghanistan was winning, and Naseem Shah was the man who shattered the dreams.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon, it was Asia Cup.
Ah, someone is getting excited. It's okay. Yeah, that was Asia Cup. It was Naseem Shah. It was Fazal Farooqi. An almost similar situation. It's only this time that out of maximum, it's boundary that he's hit the first ball.
Well, he misses that one. This time Farooqi takes that with a bit of pace off, runs the fingers over the top of the ball. Yeah, is Naseem good enough to find the boundary again? That would solve the game. That would pretty much solve the game. 7 runs needed with just these 4 balls left. You got the feeling that Naseem wants to do it all by himself, with Harris Rauf, number 11, at the other end. So 7 from 4. The tension is just brilliant. Miscue. They have to take the one. They can't turn the one down. So it means that Harris Rauf will get the strike.
That was good bowling. Took up the pace on that occasion, the left armer, which has worked well for him. Earned him 3 wickets.
Well, how often do you get the chance to redeem yourself?
3 बॉलें देखने के लिए पेज को फॉलो करो.
Maximum can steal the
अगर ये 3 बॉलें देखनी है तो पेज को फॉलो करो.
Looking tensed, the Pakistan think tank looking tensed. The game has come down to the wire. This is such a wonderful finish.
So much on the line for the series itself. Afghanistan's record against Pakistan. So far in ODIs, Afghanistan have never beaten Pakistan. This is their best chance, but it's so close. Big hits. How far's that going to go? Is he going to find the goal? Oh, it's turned and oh, the drama. One runs past it, the other one dies behind him. Was it going to be 4? No, it was just tipped back inside the boundary.
3 runs closer, Pakistan. 3 runs closer.
That's absolutely good fielding from the backup fielder. Noor Ahmad because he slipped initially and Noor Ahmad was behind him, had the awareness, stopped it, and one run can be really, really crucial at this stage of the game. Certainly saved the boundary.
Well, extraordinary events out there. First fielder overran it as the ball pitched and virtually turned. But Noor Ahmad did spectacularly well. He just managed to find it inside the boundary, dived and grabbed it back in. 3 from 2 to win the game. If the scores are tied, guess what?
Super over.
No, just a super over.
2 बॉलें देखने के लिए मैं इसको पेज को फॉलो करो प्लीज.
Steady on, steady on.
Oh my word. I mean, again, they're taking their time, and this is what you have to do in these situations. Forget all the rules about time and the time available, but we're into the last over, we're into the last 2 balls. Oh.
Faruqi got greedy with the last delivery. He bowled Seema, provided that pace to the batsman to work with.
Right, where's he going to aim? This man at long on, deep mid wicket, deep square leg, long off. Oh, it's gone through the gap, but slipped. Afghanistan are frustrated almost at the absolute final moment. Pakistan somehow, with just that 1 wicket left, have found a way to win this game, have found a way to keep their record against Afghanistan intact. And Afghanistan, although they can be so proud of everything they've done today, will be so disappointed that right at the final moment, that cruel outside edge denies them victory.
Oh, some players develop that affinity with a certain ground, certain stadium. But Shaheen Shah Afridi has developed that affinity. Naseem Shah, beg your pardon. I'm excited because my partner for a while was excited. It has rubbed off to me. Naseem Shah has developed this affinity with the Afghanistan team. How many in a game?
Well, the man once again for the moment seals the fate of this game, denies the series to Afghanistan. This was a very crucial game, do or die, to square the series, but not today. Once again, the 6th ODI still remain winless for Afghanistan. They'll have to wait another day to be able to get this monkey off their back someday.
If you don't know detection, just look at the reactions and faces of Afghans. How close they were. How close they were. Agonizingly.
Well, for the record, this is the first time that Pakistan have chased down a 300-plus target with just 1 wicket remaining. That's how close it was. That's how tense it was. And Babar Azam will be a much-relieved captain that his numbers 10 and 11 have found a way to get Pakistan across the winning post, ahead in the game, ahead now in the series 2-0 with just the 1 game in Colombo remaining. But just think of all the effort that's gone into this game today, from, for instance, Ramanullah Gurbaz, that magnificent 150. That was the shot. You can't put men in the field absolutely everywhere. You have to plan as a captain for where the batsman should get a bat on ball, but that open face of the bat, the outside edge, races away to third for the winning boundary. And I feel so sorry for Afghanistan at this stage. You feel for their cricketers who've done so much over the last decade. They've striven to compete with the best in the world. Pakistan, currently rated number 1 in the ODI rankings, they have maintained that by winning at that absolutely last gasp moment.
Well, I'll give credit to Afghanistan for bringing it down to the last over, giving such a strong fight after getting out for only 59 in the first ODI, putting a total of 300. They should be proud of it. But then again, Naseem Shah seals the fate of this game. Everyone looks happy. Pakistan for the first time chased down a total of 300 with only 1 wicket remaining. and they feel relieved and happy, and why not? They deserve it. They've earned the victory. Congratulations to them.
We see more shows of sadness, frustration, everything in this game. And that man on screen was fantastic. Now, in the end, he's in the losers' end. He's the batting first of Pakistan. Fakhar Zaman started well with Imamul Haq, and then Babar Azam with 53. And then man of the match for me was Shadab Khan with from nowhere. He's got 48 of 35 deliveries to chase it down in 49.5 overs.
The defining partnership between Babar Azam and Imamul Haq of 118 runs changed the course of the game. But towards the end, it was the 47 runs between Iftikhar and Shadab that brought the stability into this chase. But then, out of nowhere, comes Naseem Shah and takes the game away.
And the bowling card, 5 bowlers being used. Fazal Farooqi picked up play because it was very expensive.
प्लीज गाइस सभी मैच देखने के लिए पेज को फॉलो करना। जितने भी एशिया कप के मैच हैं, वर्ल्ड कप के मैच हैं, सभी मैच आपको लाइव इस पेज से दिखाए जाएंगे और प्लीज पेज को फॉलो करें प्लीज।
And these are the highlights of the second innings.
Well, Pakistan came out with the intention to chase down this total. Remained lucky as well. There was a drop chance when he was dropped off 12. Imamul Haq was given out, but he took the wise review, knowing that there was.
Please guys, page ko follow kare.
And he stayed for a very longer period of the innings and carried and anchored the innings. It was after that the 118-run partnership between Imam and the captain Babar Azam. But that's how it transpired for the partnership to start. Fakhar lost his wicket to Fazal Haq Farooqi. Beautiful cover drive shots from Babar Azam with chances that the Afghanistan kept providing.
And that was undone by Babar Azam, a slow dinner by Fazal Haq Farooqi. Price wicket. And he was run out of Mohammad Rizwan. The precise hesitation and direct hit from extra cover. Mohammad Rizwan looked very dangerous. And then Salman Aga started really well. There was a drop chance. Fazal Haq Farooqi missed out. The damage wasn't that bad. In the right next over, this happened. Going for a reverse sweep. Easy catch to Gurbaz of the president, Mohammad Nabi. Combination of sending Upsama as a pinch hitter did not work. Scored out at mid-wicket Imamul Haq. At that occasion we thought it's all over for Pakistan, but here we go. This is what cricket has its best.
I had faith in Pakistan chasing this down, and that's what exactly they did. Iftikhar Ahmed got out off to a wonderful ball that was beautifully caught by Muhammad Nabi, and you would still think that Afghanistan has come back into the innings. Shaheen Shah Afridi, who can hit the ball so well, was also out, not able to make a strong contribution. But then Mankad, we saw everything, so much happening. But Naseem Shah hitting the winning run, and for the first time with 1 wicket to spare, Pakistan chases above 300 runs.
Fantastic scenes. And as we see, it was just 11:30 in Sri Lanka. Match summary: Afghanistan won the toss, batting first, 300 to 5.